Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome to our new coach training call. I am Amy Arner. I am the leader of Team Sorority Lovely Life, and tonight I'm talking all about volume. So I want to preface this by saying that volume is something that is really hard to understand when you're new to coaching. It's something that I really didn't start to understand until after I hit diamond. But if you guys are watching this, it's because you are curious and you're willing to learn and you have big goals. And so I want to get this information out to you now so that I can help you guys sort of get your head wrapped around where to go from here and how it is that this business is structured and how you can best take action now to set yourself up for success later. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and got my presentation here. So, all right, so volume. All right. So basically, to understand the business model, you need to understand that this is not a me thing. It's totally a we thing. You yourself are a coach. You are the CEO of your business, but you do not have a business without your team, without those underneath you, and therefore the impact, it's a ripple effect. You helping others, you are empowering them and setting the example for them to go and spread that opportunity, this joy to other people, and the compound effect of that is what is going to lead you to the success and happiness you desire. So in the beginning, we are all reliant on commissions, aka not sustainable, right? So just know that if that's where you're at, if you are emerald or below or even above emerald, pushing for diamond, you literally are straight up just living off of commissions right now. And that can be, really discouraging and that is when a lot of people tend to quit because, like I said, not sustainable. I think in the beginning of this business, I was earning like on average $60 a week, which is not a lot. I was basically using that as fun money. And then as that paycheck grew, once I hit diamond, that money really started to making a difference. But like I said, just know that that is normal, that is beginning, and we will go over that more in a second. But consistent income comes from consistent growth. It comes from building teams underneath you. So like I said, that compound effect, you helping others, showing them and leading from the front, showing them that there is a business here, there is a business opportunity, is going to create that momentum underneath you that's going to increase your income. So each rank has a cap for how much you can earn in team cycle bonuses. So team cycle bonus is going to be the term of this call because that is where your residual income is coming from. So as an emerald, you can earn a cap of $250 per week. As a diamond coach, it is $1,000. As a ruby, I think it's $500. So that is basically the maximum amount of money that you can make total in team cycle bonus. So as an emerald, you only have one coach on each leg. And you could have more coaches underneath you. So that's where that volume is coming from. But so it's just you and coaches underneath you on either side of your leg. And we'll go into the rankings in a minute here. But essentially, when you get close to that cap, whatever rank you're at, whether you are a coach pushing for emerald or emerald pushing for diamond, or you're a diamond and you're thinking like, okay, where do we go from here? When you get to that $500 to $1,000 away from capping, that's when you want to start pushing for rank. That's when you want to start pushing for your next goal. So you don't need to live off, you don't need to help crazy amounts of people every month, you guys. You don't need those high success club numbers to have high paychecks. You just need to focus on pouring into those people that you're helping. And like I said, building and creating leaders underneath you, instilling that belief, okay? So since I already precipice this team cycle bonus is literally the foundation of your residual income. So I'm going to have us watch this video. And if I can open it, I can't. Okay, hold on. Okay.
You know, a lot of people think that earning team cycle bonus is some very complicated calculation. It's really not. It's actually pretty simple. As a matter of fact, I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works using my kids' toys from when they were little. Okay, so here's how it works. To qualify for team cycle bonus, it means you first have to become an Emerald coach. How do you do that? Well, you have to be active and you have to enroll one new coach. We'll use wrestling great Jimmy Superfly Snuka on my left side, and we'll enroll another coach on my right side. We'll use Mega Robot Guy. And once you've enrolled 2 active coaches, one on your left side, one on your right side, you are an Emerald coach. And you've activated your business center. What does that mean when you've activated your business center? Well, basically, it means that you open 2 bank accounts that collect team volume. Now, I have my left bank account headed by Jimmy Superfly Snuka and my right bank account headed by Mega Robot Guy. And now, as you enroll new coaches, you start to build your team. Guess what? I just enrolled Mr. Monkey, and I'm gonna put him right here under Jimmy Superfly Snuka. And guess what? Mega Robot Guy just told me that he found an astronaut to join him on his team. And you know what? The astronaut happens to know Lizard Man and put him on his team. And hey, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, he is on fire. He just found this odd yellow armadillo and this ornery cougar, and the ornery cougar happened to know Mousy, who joined them on their team. But wait, Mega Robot Guy here, he just found this green guy. We don't know his name, but you know what? Who cares? He's doing a challenge group. And the green guy, he just brought in some kind of weird cat. And back on Superfly's side, Mousy brought in Mad Turtle and T-Rex, and the team just keeps building. So what happens now? Well, as this organization grows, every time someone does a challenge group or sells a challenge pack or another product or buys something, they create team volume. And the team volume from each one of these purchases all roll up into your banks. So let's imagine that every one of these guys happens to sell Shakeology. So each of them have 90 team volume points associated with them. So let's look here at the Robot Guys team. We've got 20 coaches times 90 team volume points. That's 1,800 points in my right bank. And over here on Jimmy Superfly Snuka's side, he has 10 coaches times 90 volume points from Shakeology. So that's 900 points on my left bank. Oh, wait a minute. What's that, Superfly? Really? Wow. Superfly just said that in addition to their own Shakeology HD orders, everyone on his side sold 3 Insanity Challenge packs. So each of them are producing 300 points. 10 times 300 is 3,000 team volume points. Fantastic job, guys. Robot Guy, you guys better get to work. Now, the week ends and you want to know how much team cycle bonus you earn. Well, here's how we figure it out. You earn 1 team cycle for every balanced 300 team volume points in your bank. That means we're going to subtract 200 from the side that has the most team volume and 100 from the other side. And every time we can do that with the balance that's left in your team volume accounts, you earn a cycle. So let's go back. I have 3,000 on Jimmy Superfly Snuka's side and 1,800 on the Robot Guy side. So Jimmy Superfly Snuka's side has more volume. So I'm going to subtract 200 from that side and 100 from Robot Guy's side. Okay, let's do the math. 3,000 minus 200 is going to leave me with 2,800 points. And 1,800 minus 100 on the other side leaves me with 1,700 points on my right side. So that's one cycle. All right, let's see if we can do it again. I subtract 200 from the side with the most team volume, so that's 2,800 minus 200, which leaves me a balance of 2,600 on that side. On Robot side, I subtract 100, which leaves me a balance of 1,600 on that side. You have just cycled twice. Oh, so much fun. And we just keep going until we run out of team volume. So, can I do it again? Yes, that's 3 cycles. Can I do it again? That's 4 cycles. And again, 5 cycles. And again, 6 cycles. And again, 7 cycles. And again, 8 cycles. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's 15 cycles. Uh-oh. I just ran out of team volume on Superfly's side. Oh well, I still cycled 15 times. Now, how much is that worth? Well, if I'm an Emerald coach, I make $14 for every cycle. So I would have earned $210. And if you're a Ruby coach, you would earn $16 per cycle. So that would be $240. And if you are a Diamond coach, you would earn $18 per cycle. That's $270. And I still have 300 points in my right bank. And that will stay in my bank and roll over to the next week as long as I stay active. Now, if I go inactive, it all goes away and I gotta start all over again from scratch. So that's how it works. Now, I've gotta get back to work. Superfly, you're in. Astronaut Guy, you're in.
All right, so back to our presentation. So as you can see, Team Cycle Bonus is literally how it is that you are going to have, even when you don't sell a challenge pack, as long as you have people underneath you that are, helping others get set up with their own health and fitness journeys. And then all those people that you've helped in the previous months before, every time that, as long as they are active, every month when their order goes through, that volume is all cycling up to you. And that is what's called, allowing that Team Cycle Bonus to occur over and over and over. And that's where your residual income is coming from. So it's really important that you take on this business and understand the potential that is in your hands, that you become the CEO of your business. So something that I really didn't do the first few months of my business that really kind of is why I think I struggled is that I wasn't in tune. I didn't go into my back office. I didn't, pay attention to volume. I didn't pay attention to people going inactive. I didn't, sort of like seeing it coming, being ahead of what's the phrase? Being ahead of it as opposed to trying, 2 days before Thursday when you're trying to hit a rank advance, or before Thursday. Every Thursday is when everything recycles. You don't want things to be inactive because then it all starts over, like Michael said. So check your back office daily. Get in that habit now, okay? Stop waiting on others to do the work for you. You can take control and make yourself Emerald right now. You can take control of your Diamond by, signing up your spouse, your boyfriend, your mother or father, and in having those 2 business owners, one on each side that you can control. That is how I drew a line in the sand and understood and realized that I needed to I needed to take control of my business if I was going to hit the goals that I wanted to hit. So, be in tune with your business. Do you have 100 PV? Like he said, once you hit Diamond, when you're Emerald, it's 50 PV. When you hit Diamond, you yourself have to have 100 personal volume. That comes from you and your customers. So people in your downline, if they are purchasing, then you can check that volume in your coach office and make sure that you are good. So that way, when you hit Success Club, you will earn Success Club. If you don't have that active volume, you guys, if you are not active, then you do not qualify for Success Club. So pay attention to that. And know that long-term volume is always going to be there, and it just continues to grow. So like I said, the ripple effect, you know, the compound effect of you helping others, them helping others, and how beautiful that is. One, it's understanding you as one person can touch so many freaking lives just by helping the people, like you helping people, and just understanding what kind of an impact that that's making. But also, how is that, you know, contributing to your business? It's insane. So don't, you know, there are bonuses, like as you achieve ranking, once you hit 1 star, that you become qualified into the Star Diamond bonus pool, which is a whole nother video that you can view in the training section of the back office. And you can watch that. It's another fun video from Michael. But basically, know that those bonuses are just extra. They are taxed 50%. I don't even keep track of them at this point. Like they're not really on my radar. I am focused on building my business. Like bonuses are truly extra. And at the end of the day, like I'd rather just focus on my residual growth as opposed to just working for a bonus that, like I said, it's going to be taxed anywho. So long-term growth, like I said, Team Cycle bonus is your residual income. So that is what your focus should be on, okay? The first step that you need to do is you need to hit Diamond. So that is your first big ranking in the business. You know, essentially, Emerald unlocks your earning potential, but Diamond is your building block. Diamond is what you reach that highest paid Team Cycle bonus of $18, and where you then can basically build and just say that, like, with confidence that you are building a business. So when you hit that ranking, you guys, like, celebrate it. Take the day. Treat yourself, celebrate. You should be so freaking proud. But then the next day, keep going. Keep on, like, solidifying your diamond. So make sure that you have those 6 active coaches on each leg, and that your 2 emeralds are, and the people underneath them that are active. So, you know, empowering your emeralds, or if you're like me and you control them, like, you know, making sure that you are leading from the front and you are, you know, being proof of the product, and expressing to them and giving them, you know, to them the importance of, you know, doing that for their own health and staying consistent and what that's doing for your team. Okay, so that's a big thing that I incorporated this past year was communicating. You know, I started monthly emails. I started weekly check-in emails. I started doing my Shakeology rewards program. For those that are loyal, they earn little prizes every few months. So that's something that I did, and I recognized that if I wanted people to stay active, you know, money does get tight, and sometimes, you know, if they're not in the coaching, interested in coaching, then, you know, you want to add that little extra of, like, excitement for why it, you know, people are competitive, I'm competitive, so I like recognition and prizes. So recognizing them for, you know, making that investment in themselves is, you know, a good way to sort of keep that momentum going. The second step is building up your weak leg. So with your mom, your spouse, you want to put them on your weak leg so that way you can build underneath them. So doubling your money. So that is essentially like building up your weak leg. You know, you are going to basically increase that volume because your strong leg already is being built from the coach. You know, your personally sponsored coach is already adding to your strong leg. So you don't have to worry about building that strong leg as much. So the ratio that I tend to keep is putting 3, every time I sign up a new coach, I put 3 to 4 of them on my left leg, and then I put the next one on my strong. So I just kind of keep that sort of ratio going of flip-flopping, but bulking up mostly on my weak leg. So once you hit diamond, your next eye, you know, your eye should be set on 2 star. That's your next goal that you want to be pushing for. You don't, you know, 1-star is great, but you want to have your vision on 2-star. So that way you can open up that second CBC. So that second U. So AKA, that's literally doubling your income. Because if you become a 2-star diamond, you already have those diamonds underneath you, and then you have that next business center to essentially place anywhere you want to create that more volume that's cycling up to you and increasing your income. And you guys, you can open up to 25 business centers. Literally insane. So when you see and hear these terms on the National Wake Up Call, these superstar diamonds, you know, whatever, they've got like literally multiple business, like that, you know, up to that many business centers. Not really. That's a lie. But there are coaches out there that have like 5+ business centers, and they build underneath all of them. So they have these multiple teams, or that's why they develop these organizations that are just rock solid, okay? So gaining momentum. So program launches are huge momentum builders. So we have Transform 20 coming out. We just, you know, Lift 4 was a big momentum builder this fall. And now we are leading into Transform 20. So you know, advertising and really, like, again, creating that curiosity, creating that excitement within your team, getting them excited to do it, and getting them on board, as well as like getting your followers excited. That is going to be huge for your business. So when you have those big launches and everybody's purchasing their completion packs or their products or whatever, that is a huge, like, boom in your business, okay? So all you really need to do, you guys, to continue to grow and maintain the momentum is you need to show up for your team. You need to show up for those girls and people that you are helping. You need that are interested in the business. You need to host team calls. Create the culture that you want, you know, to create that team atmosphere. So host team calls and trainings like we are tonight. Be present and bless your coaches, okay? You know, give them advice or let them know that you're there for them. You know, create your, you know, it's your business, however you want to do it. You know, but I like to let my coaches know that I'm there. And so that way when they're struggling, they know that they can come to me. I also am very more hands-on, and I like to check in with them. But obviously as my business grows, that's probably going to change. But right now, that's the culture in which I want to create. So set your eyes on 2-star, open up your second CVC, and show your people what is possible, okay? So that has been my goal this year, is to get to that second 2-star. So that way I can open up my second CVC, and when I do that, my first goal is going to be to hit that diamond. So push that to diamond as fast as possible, aka 30 days. So we know it's possible. We've seen it done. It's a decision, you guys, to push for these goals. Honestly, we always learn when we come out of these push phases, in these push groups, that honestly, when you have your mind so focused on a goal, you can literally achieve anything. It's all in your mindset. So just don't even like let doubt creep in. Just go for it and you will make it happen. Okay. All right. So I think this is my last slide. So you guys, hard work is going to pay off. So like I just said, you know, be specific and set your goals high. If you like really want to earn income and you want to be able to pay off, you know, debt and contribute and really like make an impact in your life and maybe turn this into a full-time job, you need to really get clear on your goals. You need to put diamond on your immediate radar, and then you need to put 2-star on your next radar. So the other things that are really exciting that you can think of that are, you know, once you hit those that diamond and above ranking, is you can push for things like Premier. So 2-star and above, you're eligible for Premier. And if you are hitting 2-star, then you already probably have elite points. Again, these are things that like I didn't even know about until the last couple of months, because I started like, again, leading from the front and creating all this momentum in my team. So then I started realizing like, well, shoot, I'm hearing all these words like Premier and elite. Like, what the heck does this mean? All of this stuff, you guys, you can search for in your back office. And it's honestly not as, once you look at what it is not hard. So hitting 2-star, having 25 elite points, like we are on track to be a premier team. You are eligible for elite once you hit 5-star and above, and you have 125 elite points. So we actually have enough elite points this year to be elite. We just don't have the diamonds. So we don't have that 5-star ranking, but it's okay because honestly, I'm so proud of like the momentum and the growth that we've had in such a short amount of time. So just know like how possible these things are. You know, treat your business like a freaking business. If you want to, if you go into this like any other job, you know, you show up, and if you like are a new nurse or you're new at anything, like if it's hard, you are, you know, going to do whatever you need to do to get through it because it's your job, it's your income. Like it's the same thing with your business. Like if you, and like essentially, you know, create that sense of urgency with yourself. Like, you know, for me, like I made this my plan A. There is no plan B. Like this is what I want to do. And so it created that momentum within myself, that urgency within myself to go all in. Okay. And just know and understand that there's going to be growing pains. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be, you know, times where you really kind of want to throw your hands in the air and you want to be like, I can't do this, but you can. Those are just the moments that you need to step back, take a gut check, and look at your business for what it is from the outside, or maybe seek advice from your upline, or pour into personal development and keep going. So just if you can go into that knowing that it's going to happen, you're going to work through it just like you would anything else. So you just need to figure it out. Just know that if you just show up and you keep going, put a pebble in your pile every day, you can figure this out. All of these things are things that can be learned, you guys. The thing that can't be learned is your why, your passion, your pursuit for something more, your drive for that, whatever that more is for you. Know that these are all goals that are so attainable to you. You just need to maybe do a little bit more research. You need to get a little bit more specific. And hopefully, you know, go back and watch that video again if you want to understand it a little bit better. Go into the coach office or YouTube and look up the rankings and understand and really become familiar with like what it is that you're striving for and what is the level that you really need to get and how fast you want to get there. Get specific and own your business. Okay. So I hope this helps. And if you guys watch this recording, please go ahead and let me know any questions you have. I will do my best to answer them for you or put you in the right direction, and just be there and know that we are going to rock 2019. So bye guys.